I'm gonna try to record part 2 showing all of my coloring supplies, now that I've done on the books. Ireland just fell asleep on the couch, and the boys are at Walmart and getting food. So, and first we'll start with my markers, I guess. And in this pencil case right here, I have all of my ultra fine, or whatever they call it, ultra fine Sharpies. And I have a lot. This is all of my ultra fine. I think the only one that's not in here is black, because I did something with that. I don't know where that's at. Anyways, so I have the ultra fine Sharpies, and I'm sorry the coloring is, I don't know why the color is bad. Looks like it's recording yellow. I don't know. Also, I have the 10-pack of Crayola, which these were Isaiah's, and I jacked them because he's not going to use them. Excuse me. Jesus God. And I did go and buy myself a new pack, so I do have two. But because I needed a black, when I was doing that black background, I was doing it with this, with the Crayola Super Tips, and my black ran out, so I just picked this up and finished it, because the one that I found on Isaiah's didn't have a black, so I had to go get a new one. But you know, everyone knows Crayola markers, you know, just your school grade water-based marker, whatever. The Crayola Super Tips are great for coloring in coloring books. Not like really big spaces. I learned that the hard way because I tried to do the background and it ran out on me. But these are like $5 from Walmart for a pack of 20. You could get 100 also for like $10. But these are good for coloring in a base, like a base of marker, and then shading over it with pencil. So that's why I have those. And let me see, I have a lot of stuff over here, so this might take a minute. So that's some of my markers, the Crayola ones and the super fine, ultra fine Sharpies. But over here, let me get it without dropping everything and making a noise. Here in this box, I have my all other markers. These are my regular fine tip Sharpie markers, which you know about these. You use these all the time. And I have just stuck my one Copic sketch marker. And these are like the best markers ever, basically. They are at any art store. They have a chisel tip on one side and a brush tip on the other. And the brush tip is glorious, magnificent. I love it. Anyways, these Copic sketch markers are like $8 a piece, from like Hobby Lobby and Michael's, but they're the very sought after, the ones everybody wants, everybody loves. Alcohol-based markers that blend beautifully. They have like 300 and something colors that you can get open stock online or in an art store or whatever. And I only have one because it was like, I think it was like $7 on Amazon, which was just a little bit cheaper than normal. But I'm gonna get a couple when I get, you know, extra cash on me. I'm gonna start a small collection of Copic markers because I do like them, and they're good for base layers and then coloring over with pencil for shading and stuff. Which is why I got a skin tone. I got a skin tone so that I could and they have the color name and the color number at the end, so that I could do skin tones or whatever. But okay, so that's my markers. And now I'll just show you little knickknacks and stuff that I have. I keep these at my desk. These little note tabs for if I start a coloring page and you know, I want to put it away for now, and I want to be able to put all my pencils and everything away, or I don't want to finish it now, I want to be able to come back to it later. You just take one of these off and stick it on the page and write what pencil brand and what colors you were using for what, just so that you don't forget, so that when you want to come back to it, you can. So that's what those are useful for. And I just have an eraser, which that's nothing fancy. I'm actually gonna order on Amazon. It's called an electric eraser, and it's got those white erasers that erase way better than the school grade ones. So that's a razor blade. I'll show you why I have that in just a second. Okay, so these are chalk pastels, and this is why I do have this. So let me show you. This is Mungyo, and if you want these, you need to totally get them, because these are 64 colors of just simple chalk pastels, and you know, they work just fine. They don't have to be nothing fancy. And these are, I think, less than $10 on Amazon. They're super cheap, and you get 64 of all of these colors. Now the sticks are little, but if you, instead of using this, you know, and just scribbling on the paper and then rubbing it in, which you can do, you take the little razor blade and you just shave color off onto the paper, which is what I do, and then you go in with either a cotton round or a Q-tip. I find that a Q-tip works better. And you just, you know, go around on the paper, and I find that it's really good for like a soft pastel colored background. I don't know, I like it for backgrounds. It makes backgrounds easy and fun to do. Let me think. So yeah, that's why I have those. Let me think. Oh, you can use also, you know those little rolled up pieces of paper, I forget what they're called, like the paper stumps or whatever that you use for blending. You can shave this over the paper or on a piece of paper plate, and use this. Oh, that's cute. You can use that. I'll just have to demonstrate that when I get it though, because I'm going to get it eventually, and I will do it, and I'll demonstrate, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Please don't wake her up, guys. I will cry. She's been taking late naps, and I don't know what's that about. Sleeping till 11, maybe? Excuse me.
I need to get her the other one too. This is a pretty good setup, baby. I like it.
Yeah, I'm just doing this to show Nana, and then I'll probably make an art YouTube channel and do all this over again.
Okay.
This is a mixture of a bunch of random different pencils that I jacked from Mom, but when she was on her little drawing phase. But these actually are the only reason that I wanted this whole box of pencils right here. Is because these are Koh-i-Noor. These are like pastel pencils. They're really super soft, and she only had 3 of them, which I'm gonna get more. I think it's like it's on Amazon for how big of a set and how much. I don't remember exactly, but I know they're on Amazon. So that's what I have in here, and this is just a bunch of the same Koh-i-Noor, but repetitive, like for drawing, like charcoal pencils and stuff like that. These are the only ones with like color that I totally found these snooping through Mom's stuff, and I was like, I'm taking those just for those pencils right there. Just for those pencils, I'm taking the whole box. Because I want to be able to use those and see what they're like. Koh-i-Noor is a good brand. Anyways, okay. Moving on. So this is a mixture of all my school grade pencils. This is Crayola, Rose Art, Crazy Art, and this is just when I feel like using my school grade pencils, because sometimes I do feel like using my school grade pencils over my Prismacolor, because, you know, they're different. Those are my Reese's, and I already ate them. Back off, they're gone. Anyways, moving on. Okay. These are Staedtler, 48 set of Staedtler pencils, and I'll tell you real quick about these. These were a gift from Dad and Malachi on Mother's Day, when it was Mother's Day and my birthday all in one day. And I know they don't know no different, and it was great getting an artistic gift from them. But I would not buy these myself. That one reason, and one main reason being, is they don't have no way to just they don't have like a color name or a color number for you to tell which is which, and I find that to be highly annoying. So yeah, yeah, I don't like that. But, and as you can tell, they're like barely touched. I've used them like once. That was it. I don't do pencils. If they don't got a color name or a color number, I'm not doing it. Nope. I can't really say much else about those pencils because I don't hardly use them. But they're like a school grade. They're a hardcore. They're not very soft, blendable. They're not very vibrant in color, but whatever. Honestly, to me, the Crayola, which was taped for packing, Daniel DK. The Crayola colored pencils are the best school grade pencil in mine and a lot of other people's opinions. They're, you can get a nice blend with them. You have to work harder for it, but you can get a nice blend. They are not the most vibrant in color, but they are pretty in color. So if you're going to do school grade, Crayola. Crayola is the best school grade pencil, in my opinion. Okay, but I have the 100 set, as well as, the pencil case over here I have with random other ones. And I actually use this a lot because I like my Crayolas. So, yeah, that's that. And then I have, DA found these in one of his bags. Yeah, I just fed her. Anyways, DA found these in one of his bags and told me I could have them. And I do like these pencils for one reason, because and I can like show you if you want me to, but so the chalk pastels, when you color a picture and you want to do the background and you start rubbing in the pastel on the pencil and you accidentally wipe over a part that you've colored. So like the Prismacolors and the Crayola and the Staedtler, any of those other pencils will absorb the color from the pastel. And I think it's because they're wax based, and I'm not sure if these are oil based, but the research that I've done and stuff, like watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, people say that if your pencils are oil based, they will repel like the pastels. And these, I tested them out. I took the white pencil and I scribbled over a piece of paper, and I took a pastel and I rubbed it over it, and what I had drew and colored with the white didn't take to the pastel color, which that's what I really, really like. What I don't like about them is that, one, Pentel Arts is not the most fantastic of brands. They're very cheap. Their pencils are not very, very vibrant in color. They do feel different when you color with them than Crayola. They feel really, really different. So I'm not sure if they're oil based, but they could be, because to me they feel different when you color with them. Anyways, and I have, you know what? I just realized I don't have my crayons. So anyways, I have another box with a bunch of Crayola crayons in it, because I do think they are fun to play with sometimes when you don't want to, like, color a full-on beautiful picture, when you just want to, like, straight up just color like a kid. I will break those out and just break out a picture in one of my cheat books and just color like I did the fish kind of thing. And baby oil, actually, I have this because the excuse me, the pencils, the Crayola pencils, this is used to blend the colors out. I don't know how it works. I just know that it leaves your paper very, very greasy, so you have to use just a little bit on like a Q-tip, but you go over your crayons where you've colored and it kind of pushes the pigment around and blends it. Anyways, and then I just have my Derwent Academy, which I love the Derwent brand. I love it. Just my sketchbook, and I use this occasionally for ripping pages out and sticking them in the printer and printing out colored pages that I want on better paper than just your standard printer paper. But you can also get 64-pound paper from Walmart in the printer section, which is also good paper to use when you have like a PDF of a coloring book or something and you want to print a page off on it rather than just using your standard thin 20-pound paper. And let me show you this real quick. So I remember sending you a picture of this, and I told you to print it out and fill it in. This is a color chart. This is how you know before you use your pencils what it's going to look like on paper, and this is all here so that you can, you know, quickly pick out, well, I want this purple with this blue with this green, and so it's this number, this color, and you can go and you can pull it out. This makes life so much easier. And this is the 150 set chart, and I only had the 72, which you did as well. But I am gonna get the 150 set probably in just a month or two, because I have about 80 something dollars of money saved up, and I only need like 105. So I'm super excited about that. And once I buy those, I will do an unboxing and I will show you, and I will fill the rest of this out, and it will be beautimous. So this is the Prismacolor Premier chart, and this is one that was scribbled on by my child. But this is the Crayola. I made, with the Crayola pencils, I made a color chart with those as well, because I do like to use those as well. So that you'll know what they look like on paper. And I think this is a great idea to do color charts like this of every medium that you get. It's always a good idea to do this so that you know what it looks like on paper. Okay, last. This is the Holy Grail. So I got this pencil case on Amazon just a couple days ago, and I was so excited. So this is a 162 slot pencil case. This holds 160 pencils and 2 slots for either erasers or pencil sharpeners. Excuse me. I feel really bad. I think I had like a cold or something. As you know, because you got it, the Prismacolor Premier pencils came in that tin. Okay, well, I color almost every day. Either sitting in my chair in front of the TV, or at my desk, or when Ireland takes a nap, or when she goes to sleep. In between other things that I do, if I have a minute, I will color. And the wobbly trays and the tin, that was just annoying and very risky of dropping them all over the floor, and so I was like, not happening, I'm getting a pencil case. So this is the most glorious thing ever. I love it. So every blank spot you see, because I did put them in order as they are on the paper, every blank spot you see is the same blank spots you see on the paper, where I don't have the full set, just the pencils that I don't have. But it will be full as soon as I get the 150 set. I'll only have like 10 extra slots, which I will use probably for like extra blender pencils or extra open stock that I get. See, like this pencil is running low, so I'll probably go get an open stock one of this color for when this one runs out. But I have them in order, and they are so pretty. They're my favorite. Purples and the blues and the blue greens. I love it. I just love it. Greens and browns and 2 grays, your whites, your metallic silver, metallic gold, and these are just 2 blender pencils, which I told you was a good idea to get. You need to get these. This is a colorless blender, which it's just the same pencil as these. It's a Prismacolor Premier pencil. It's the same binding and base and all that jazz. It just doesn't have pigment. So you lay your color on the paper, and you use this to go over it, not to add more color, but just to push the pigment into the paper and to blend it all. And I really love this pencil actually. I have 2 of them here, but then I have a whole nother pack unopened for when these run out because I love them so much. And they're cheap. On Amazon, they're cheap. So, and then I have actually a white gel pen. And I use this for highlights and for things like that. But this is the Jelly Roll Secura, however they say it. And in the mail right now, I have some Posca pens on the way because this is not as opaque as I would like it to be. So I just decided to go ahead and get a white Posca pen for, you know, like stars in a black sky or highlights on something or just anything like that. But Jelly Roll does have gel pens in different colors and like glitter gel pens and all that, this and the other, and I am going to be getting some of those as well. They are on my list on Amazon and I will be getting them. And that is it, just about. You know, I have just a couple other things that I left in there on my desk, but basically just like highlighters, and because highlighters are good for a base as well, and then over it with pencil. So I have some highlighters, and I have like 4 gel pens, just your school grade gel pens that you get from Walmart, in like the standard colors or whatever. Yeah, so that's all my stuff, and that's just for now because my collection will be getting much bigger. I can promise you that. Alright, bye.